the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and member of Orange Walk North spoke about this government is pro-poor. He mentioned that with $250,000 allocated last year towards survey costs, his Ministry of Natural Resources had surveyed house lots in each and every district. But the question which immediately came to my mind and the mind of many residents of Orange Walk East was, so what about Orange Walk East? Why have, notwithstanding our efforts, even after several personal requests by the Orange Walk East area representative and special delegations from the East to the Prime Minister himself, calling for the intervention or assistance of Cabinet and even the Prime Minister himself to get more land surveyed and more land available to our needy people, we have been unable to do so. Are our people not considered to be poor like the rest of the country? Or are our people from Orange Walk East being singled out? If carrying out land surveys was so easy for others, why had it become an impossible task for us, the people in Orange Walk East? Were we operating in an animal farm situation where some of the animals were more equal than others? Was favoritism, bias, and discrimination being used as a basis for making the government's taxpayers' dollars available to one constituency over another?
Honorable Member, I have given you wide latitude to proceed, but this is a financial and economic debate on the budget.
Mr. Speaker,
you are venturing into political and religious matters. Please,
Mr. Speaker,
please
with your indulgence, of course, this is relevant to my constituency, and it pertains to the annual expenditures, right? And it affects my constituency, and I believe that it has relevance.
Proceed, Honorable Member.
The final decision is for you and the intelligent people of our country to decide upon. For 3 years, I have been told that I must remain humble and keep quiet or keep my mouth shut if I wish for Orange Walk East to benefit from government's resources. And for 3 years, the people of the Orange Walk East constituency and myself have quietly suffered in silence. But rather than our punishment and suffering at the hands of the highest ranking officials in this current government being abated, the torment, the scorn, and the disrespect has been steadily increased. That no more national or government lands are now available in town to provide to those in need of the same.
Mr. Speaker, on a point of order.
Yes, Member for Mr.
You sit down, you know, lie, you must read this standing order, you must know this standing order. Mr. Speaker, it look like the member for Orange Walk East want the whole budget. So, why the Prime Minister not getting it?
Please proceed, Honorable Member for Orange Walk East.
As I was saying, Tower Hill Village. Similarly, nowhere do we find in this year's budget provision for a much-needed two-story, hurricane-resistant ferro-concrete building for Tower Hill Village to serve the similar purposes to those mentioned previously. And finally, someone else once wrote, men of genius are admired, men of wealth are envied, men of power are feared, but only men of character are trusted. Remember, you only reap or harvest that which you have planted. You only reap or harvest that which you have planted. So, if you plant honesty, you will reap trust. If you plant goodness, you will reap friends. If you plant humility, you will reap greatness. If you plant perseverance, you will reap contentment. If you plant consideration, you will reap perspective. If you plant hard work, you will reap success. If you plant forgiveness, you will reap reconciliation. If you plant faith in God, you will reap a harvest. So be careful what you plant now. It will determine what you will reap later. What? Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.